1944. London is choking under ordinary bombs. But imagine for a second that it all could have ended much faster and much worse. A single blast, and the capital of the empire turns into radioactive ash. This isn't a sci-fi script. This was a reality that the Third Reich was just one step away from. In Berlin's secret labs, the world's best minds had already calculated the formula for the apocalypse. The Nazis had the resources of all Europe and the genius of Werner Heisenberg. They were missing only one unremarkable component: ordinary water, but slightly heavier than what you drink every day. Deuterium oxide, or heavy water.
To produce just 1 kilogram of heavy water, German engineers had to process up to 40,000 liters of ordinary fresh water. Imagine that, 40 tons of raw material for one small flask. For Hitler, this water was more valuable than gold. For the Allies, it was the most dangerous substance on Earth.
Without this liquid, Hitler would never have gotten his atomic bomb. And in all of occupied Europe, there was only one plant capable of producing it: Vemork, a concrete fortress on the edge of a 200-meter abyss in the frozen mountains of Norway. Today, we'll explore how a handful of Norwegian partisans on skis, armed only with engineering precision and 10 kilograms of plastic explosives, saved the world from a nuclear finale. To trigger a chain reaction in uranium, you need a moderator. Neutrons fly too fast. They need to be slowed down to split subsequent nuclei. It's like billiards. The cue must hit the ball precisely, not fly past it. The ideal moderator was thought to be graphite, cheap and available carbon. The Americans in the Manhattan Project chose exactly that. But the German genius Werner Heisenberg made a mistake. Heisenberg used graphite with insufficient purity for his experiments. Boron impurities absorbed the neutrons, and the reactor wouldn't start. The scientists concluded graphite isn't suitable. It was a mathematical error that cost the Reich the bomb. The only alternative remaining was heavy water, D2O. It was fantastically effective, but incredibly difficult to obtain. The entire German atomic project found itself held hostage by the logistics of a single molecule. Hitler was ordering tons of heavy water. Production required giant power capacities. The Vemork plant in Norway became the Reich's most guarded engineering secret.
British intelligence realized that bombing Vemork from the air was impossible. The concrete reinforcements would withstand any hit, and the risk of killing hundreds of Norwegian workers was too high. Surgical precision was needed, a unique ground operation. A team of 6 British-trained Norwegian saboteurs dropped onto the Hardangervidda plateau. Their plan was suicidal: descend a 200-meter gorge, cross an icy river, and climb a sheer cliff to the plant, bypassing the mined bridge. Penetrating through a cable tunnel, they split up. The main objective: the heart of the plant, the high-concentration electrolysis hall, rows of shiny steel tanks producing precious D2O around the clock. And here begins pure engineering. The saboteurs had only 10 kilograms of plastic explosives, not enough to bring down the building, but enough to destroy production. They didn't intend to blow up the workshop itself. The plan was brilliant in its simplicity: place the charges to blow off the bottom valves and destroy the water supply tubes. The tanks had to simply drain away. All the accumulated heavy water was to go down the drain. This was the verdict for the German atomic project. No structural collapse, no unnecessary casualties. Just the surgical removal of one critical link in the logistical chain. The Germans restored production within 6 months, but now everyone was watching.
The decision was made to evacuate all heavy water stocks to Germany. Hitler's last chance for the bomb was on the ferry Hydro. The resistance faced a terrible choice. Blowing up the ferry meant killing their own countrymen, civilian passengers. But letting the water reach Berlin meant giving the Nazis nuclear weapons. London ordered, sink it. February 20, 1944. Lake depth, 400 meters. The bow explosion was timed for the ferry to sink quickly and vertically. Together with the Hydro, 600 kilograms of deuterium and 18 lives went to the bottom. This was the end. The German atomic project reached a dead end. Heisenberg never got his moderator. The engineering audacity and moral sacrifice of a few changed the course of history.
What should we analyze next? The logistics of the pyramids or the math behind the Silk Road? Let us know in the comments. This is What, Where, and Why channel. Thanks for watching.